Hello everyone, hello you lovely people. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns and welcome to the absolutely mercilessly progressing Ocarina of Time Randomizer tournament. This is winner bracket round 3 and next round is already the semi-finals of the winner bracket. But first we have a big one. 50% of you rooted for the person in the left corner for what the hell's happened, and 49% rooted for the person in the right corner, which is Bonnaroo. This is gonna be a great match and one of the closest matches we had so far in the tournament, at least on paper. Let's switch right over and let's say hi to the commentators, to August, to Sea Falcon, and to Mr. Bleeding Blue. Hey!
Hey.
How's it going?
How's it going? August was loud. God damn it, August.
Whoopsie.
Usually you're ultra quiet and now you're loud. The classic. But yeah, we are pretty much ready. One thing I probably should say in advance, this will be a little more of like in... How do I say it? A little less memey stream. As I actually gotta do tons of stuff during the restream. So please bear with me if there aren't as many memes as you're used to. But I'm sure you will be fine to do the memeing yourself in chat. Right?
That's what you got us here for.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we can handle the memes today.
Also, Blue, just to make sure your delay should like be at 29 seconds. Now.
Yeah, I'm around there.
That's good. All right. And no more
No spoilers today.
No more golf commentary.
And we're off.
Yep.
What the hell's happened? Standard green Kokori tunic, Bono, deep purple, royal purple maybe. But this is gonna be a good one. Both these runners, top of the game, very sharp execution, but very different play styles. Bonnaroo is very consistent. Kind of has his routing that he's gonna do. What the hell's happened on the other hand is more prone to gambling. You might see him completely skip out on Dampe races, Cuckoo's, some of those longer checks. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. Also, Artie missiles in the Kokiri sword chest got a little bit of buffering. If anyone caught that, let me know what it was.
I think it's just some money.
Some money? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm actually buffering quite a bit right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, Cubs, don't get me started early on Stone Force, please. Oh, wow, we have some light arrows in Mido's house.
Yeah, that's out of the way quick.
That's a fast start. Or at least
So,
faster
we
finding
know...
light arrows.
Yep. So we know Ganon's Castle's barren. Hopefully we get a couple other barren hints. Or Ganon's Castle.
So guys, we're gonna try here something here. Since you guys had some buffering, I'll quickly pause both streams. Don't panic, this is intended. And yet now I will resume them, and it will be a little more of a safety buffering for you guys now. So once the synchronizing happens, it might actually be better for your on your end. So this will take just a half a minute or something to sync, but then we should be fine. Enjoy your seat, everyone.
We got both our runners headed down to South Hyrule Field.
Yeah.
A free hit. Free hit.
This is my preferred starting route in any seed, just because I'm really bad at ever routing in the Gerudo Valley check, so it just gets us out of the way quickly. And we find out our Ocarina of Time song is Saria song today, so seems pretty promising for not all dungeons, at least for that.
Yep, only 2 or 3 checks that can be locking. One of those being Frogs 2, which is another guaranteed hit. So that'll knock it down to 66%. 2 out of those 3 checks.
Yeah.
But it is a route you could choose to gamble on, depending on maybe what you find in Mito's house. If you find, an adult starter kit, strength, hook shot, bow, you might just head over to the castle. But given what these runners have found there, not surprising that they're both headed south.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a good default route if you don't get anything early that points you in a different direction.
Oh, and hey, look at that hook shot in Gerudo Valley here in the crate.
Yeah, that is okay, yeah, that's really nice.
Oh, yuck. So the hint stone down here, same one as in the grotto.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of information there. I wonder if these two runners, especially with how top-notch their movement is, I wonder if they'll go for the hints around Lake Hylia before heading back up to the castle.
Guys, we have some more troubling spoilering here. Not entirely sure why this always happens when I am on a restream. Okay, so let's go for a quick refresh. If you give me ads now, Twitch, I'll find you. Twitch, please.
Well, as we're waiting for Chesco to fix everything, I hope everyone knows what to do. At this point, we have over 1,000 subs, so I hope I see a bunch of blame Trescos in the chat pretty soon.
Why though?
I mean, you said it yourself. It only happens when you do this.
This is mean shit. Yeah, we have
This doesn't happen with discount Tresco.
There's one. There's one. Bono, please come back. Yeah. Well, is it showing for you? Is Bono stream showing for you?
No, it is not. I see. What the hell?
I'm seeing him fishing right now.
Yeah, he's just fishing, but it's just frozen.
Yeah, it just popped up on the restream.
Yep, there. It's back on my end. So what the hell's happened? Sees that 50 skulls is dead. I did not catch that the first hint around the lake, but that second one was a 50 skull hint.
Why yeah, I missed the first hint too. I know the one when they came out of Gerudo Valley said that 40 skulls was a slingshot. I don't know if that showed up on the restream or not, but I did catch that one.
So some useful information here down in the Lake Hylia. And we got some help thanks to Toxic Oxygen. Got that hint of that the Colossus right hand was the other hint around the lake here.
Ah, okay. Thank you very much for that.
Yep, but not sure how it's going on the restream, but on my end, still a little bit of synchronization going on.
Restream is fine again.
Alrighty. looks like what the hell's happened has gotten out of the fishing house a little bit quicker than Bonnaroo.
Yeah. All of that fishing for a bloopy, unfortunately.
Will also be interesting where that other 50 skull hint is. Might be very useful information.
Is that the eyeball frog in the lake there with the
I
Rudo
saw
bottle?
green, but I couldn't make it
Yeah.
out.
It's either the eyeball frog or maybe a bottle of magic. Wasn't 100% sure. I do see an eyeball frog here in chat.
That's interesting if that is the eyeball frog. Wonder what to see that big horn and see if that maybe ends up being required later.
Yeah, but just 9 minutes in, we have not encountered any trolls yet. Seed is still young. So let's see which of our runners is gonna, do a, 3-song route or possibly go adult early.
I think certainly what else happened since he went around the lake to get the hints. Time of day works out pretty well for him to go ahead and just do the 3-song route. For Bonnaroo, we'll have to see. He may go early adult.
I've also noticed Anatomy Z is kind of in favor of grabbing the song from the castle and then going adult.
Yeah, that's another
That's
possibility. Oh, Bonnaroo.
kind of the dark horse strat. Bonnaroo missing some of the rupees here in the slingshot minigame.
Yeah, the slingshot minigame sometimes the bullets are a little bit finicky, whether or not they actually hit the rupees for some reason.
Yeah, very different than the arrows. Kind of a different velocity. Oh, I did not catch any of those hits. Let's see, Vonro's side. We got 30's dead. Kakariko Village on the way of the hero. Fire Temple is barren of treasure. And Beanstalk in the Desert is that last one. I did not see what was up. So, unlikely that we'll need that slingshot from the Sculptula house, but it might be required for logic to get at least 40 skulls. Here on ZSR, we don't really care about logic too much.
Excuse me?
We don't care about if the runners are following logic or not.
But that's cheating.
No.
Let's see about the dungeons. Jabu? I think that was all adult dungeons in Jabu on the pedestal for medallions.
I think you're right.
Oh boy.
So Baron Fire is required. You know the boss key is going to be all the way deep in it.
Oh, of course. That's always fun.
So Wanneroo is headed adult, headed to CAC. Meanwhile, what the hell's happened is returning that doggo.
So that's basically the worst possible medallion distribution. You're getting the free stone and then Deku and the Dongos, which you're probably going to do anyway. So almost all dungeons by default at this point.
Yeah, and all of that just for Saga-song. So I would almost hope at that point the Saga-song actually leads to something, because you're probably going to get it by default anyway.
That's interesting. Sphere Zero find. Lens of Truth.
Interesting. Oh, and speaking of the two stone dungeons, we have a Dodongo's Cavern Wave here. Not really a surprise.
Yep, and Nocturne Shadow here in the windmill, not too far from the Shadow Temple. It's one of our required songs down.
I know it wasn't on Ocarina of Time anyway, but I'm always relieved in the seed where Shadow is a medallion and Nocturne is not on Ocarina of Time.
Just a nut next to that cow. As what the hell happened? Grabbing ooh, alright. Prelude of Light from Impa.
I was buffering, but it sounds like we got a bomb bag in Kakariko as well.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
yeah, I missed
think
that.
I believe Adult Anju had it, if I saw that right.
Folks, if you are
So-
buffering a lot, both races have quality options, so you might want to turn them down a little.
Well, shucks. Looks like Bonnaroo headed into Dampy race 1. Usually pretty tight around his corners. Very likely to get a sub 50.
Yep, get your guesses, everyone. What ton of time Bonnaroo's gonna get? Yeah, I'd say he'll probably get a sub 50 as long as Dompe doesn't do that. And that. Oh, well, as soon as I say that, of course, Dompe just starts throwing fire in the literal worst spots.
Yep, you might owe Bonnaroo a few seconds of apology. Commentator's curse is struck 15 minutes in.
Oh, Dompe, why?
I think that Dampé feels unappreciated for all his grave digging that he does. You know, he's out there for like 8 hours of the day giving tours. Nothing but a bloopy for race 1. See if he can do a little better on race number 2 and hope to get a better prize as well. Ooh, Silent Storms from Malin. One last check here in the back of Lon Ranch, and we have just Pizza Hut.
And just some bombs there from Dompe Race 2, so, Dompe not really delivering the goods as an adult today.
And as I mentioned earlier, that is something that What the Hell's Happened might just gamble on. So that'll be, just under 2 minutes of time save that he'll have if he chooses to do that. Let's see what he does once he goes adult. Here in the Kokiri Forest, grabbing some ammo and some defense here for the Deku Tree.
Get some more hints around the Deku tree. Oh. Well, I'm sorry, everyone.
Got a hammer in the Redead Grotto.
Yeah. First, very nice. That is, well, actually, fire's barren, so it's not the most exciting, I guess, thing, but it does at least let you, complete that dungeon, which is very, which is nice. We do need that, so good find.
Yeah, hopefully we find the boss key pretty early.
Oh yeah, that would be very nice.
So hints from the Deku tree were Frog's 2 dead and another Baron Fire hint.
Interesting. Let's see exactly where Bonnaroo is headed. He can either jump into the stone cavern, way of the hero, or maybe just grab some songs, go through Goron City.
Yeah, and he did grab something. He did grab something nice off of the top of Dodongo's cavern. However, some iron boots.
Yep, that reminds me, we should have a very hype race. I hope everyone's excited. ATZ versus Trezco.
Get an early look at the Goron maze here with the hammer.
Just some bombs there, but it's really, really nice though still to have the hammer early, at least so you don't have to leave that one check behind.
More bombs.
Oh,
Colossus on the way of the hero.
and more
And
bombs,
more
just in a upgraded bag form. Okay, very explosive boulder maze.
So we know one of the hands in Colossus is dead, so that's one of the 5 checks that it can't be.
Also,
man.
I missed a second ago. What else happened? Just find the long shot in Deku.
Yeah, I just noticed that myself. Seems to be something of value here in the Deku tree.
Wow.
And also missed the Kokiri sword pickup on Bonnaroo's, and
So this is really interesting because we have knowledge of where both hookshots are. I think I saw what else having pick up a Zor tunic somewhere as well. That with iron boots. I mean, is this Screaming Water Temple or am I just imagining things here?
no, and we got strength as well, so we can full clear that sucker. All right, I guess we don't have a bow yet.
Yeah, we still need a bow for a couple checks, but I with the way this is going, I feel like that's just gonna pop up any second now.
I would not be surprised. What the hell has happened? Going old school, pushing that block all the way down.
Yeah.
Just a heart container on top of the volcano there.
And looks like we have our horse in the volcano.
Alrighty, we got Queen Goma as Bonnaroo is finishing up here on Death Mountain Trail. Queen Goma down. 2/3 of the way to the Ocarina of Time, holding Zarya's song. And Bonnaroo getting this lone Gossip Stone. Ooh!
Nice. Didn't fire on Goma.
Alright, the seed is being very plentiful here in the early stages. Just 30 minutes, still early. Plenty of seed left.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Deku Tree was definitely loaded. My goodness.
I think Sphere Zero in general has been pretty loaded.
And that's a big Poe in a bottle.
So yeah, we can so that is in logic to just go ahead and hand that in to the guy in the market there, and who knows, that might end up leading to something.
And both our runners here in the Lost Woods, just 7 years apart.
Bono making quick work of that Mido skip there. Oh, and what a surprise. Kakariko Village Way, the hero.
And there we go. There's our bow.
Yeah. Like I said, I figured it would show up pretty quickly, and there it is on the Scrub Salesman in the Lost Woods.
So unfortunately, Bonnaroo does not have strength from the Deku Tree. Might get it on this grotto here. That would be very beneficial. But we might just see him dip into fire real quick. But, you have any strong feelings about the Forest Temple?
I have many strong feelings about the Forest Temple. Many
I know.
strong feelings. But
Just trying to trigger you.
I can tell. At least in this case, it's a medallion. Actually, it's vanilla, if I can see that correctly. So it will result in a song at the end. Hopefully for Bonner's sake, maybe he'll actually find a strength upgrade in there, perhaps, so he doesn't have to come back later.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Deku Tree Way, the hero, really?
You don't say.
You don't say.
I mean, that is valuable info.
That's true. He hasn't actually been there yet, but I figured he'll probably end up there pretty quick after going back to Child anyway.
Yeah, no, certainly after seeing that song. Speaking of songs, we have Requiem Spirit.
That's a very nice song to see, especially with that Way the Hero hint that Bonner read once again right next to the Forest Temple.
And he is indeed jumping in here. Hoping we find some strength in one of the first, I think, 5 checks. It's 6 if you include the Wall Master or the Floor Master.
Yeah, so if you don't have strength, I feel like this is still never a bad play. I mean, the Courtyard area Forest is not really tough to backtrack. Well, you don't really lose a lot of time backtracking here if you just check that. If you go any deeper, though, that's when it starts to actually become more of a time loss. But luckily, since he doesn't have strength, he can't go any deeper.
Got Sun Song from Saria.
So Sun Song will certainly help with routing in certain things during time of day. I know that feel of what happens when you can't get Dompe digging because you don't have that song.
You're headed to the Hyrule Castle as a child, and you're trying to beat that sun, and then you hear that. Ow! Feels bad. What the hell has happened? Making use of Prelude Light and Headed Adult.
Stalfos without a shield is never a good time.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no, I just
surprised
noticed Bonner doesn't have a
didn't-
shield.
Yeah, he is not part of that infamous club. Don't buy a shield. He usually does stop into Kakariko's shop. Guess he just didn't find a lot of money.
Oh yeah, for sure. I find a lot, especially because I play this game a lot with 3 heart runs, and for some reason Stolfo seem to be the scariest thing. They just find ways to kill you when you least expect it.
3 hearts, I'd be more scared of Iron Knuckles.
Crouch stabbing them and getting into positions not too bad usually.
So far, just a couple keys in the Forest Temple. What the hell's happened though is turning in his potion, or not potion, his Poe.
Oh, just piece art.
I could go for some pizza right now. Tresco, are you and Void Kingdom's gonna cook pizza for all ZSR viewers on your little get together?
We've got all our bomb bags already, 30 minutes in.
Oh jeez. I guess to be fair with that Dodongo's Cavern Way to Hero, I guess the game really wanted you to have explosives.
Ooh, chat decides the toppings, you say. That's an interesting game you play. Are you guys going to have to eat this pizza?
Oh no.
Bonner there finding the Azor's, what was that, fountain is dead?
Yeah.
There was our Kokiri's sword in the shield grave.
Also, I'm a little confused about something. So Bonnaroo, as adult, he did get that bomb bag from Kak, and he did have the Dodongo's Cavern Way of the Hero hint, correct? But he didn't go in?
I'm not sure where that Dodongo's where the hero was. But it looks like he's set on Headed Child, picking up his songs.
Okay, he didn't have the hint. Alright.
Okay, so he'll get this on
Okay,
his way up here.
maybe that's why he decided not to go in, but he'll be in there as soon as he sees that hint for sure.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, two of our way of the hero hints, Deku Tree and Dodongo's Cavern, basically, we're gonna be getting that Ocarina of Time here. It'd be pretty funny if we go into Dodongo's Cavern and, just get something like the Goron Tunic.
Would Goron Tunic be way the hero at this point, though, given they both already have a wallet?
Oh, that is true. I don't know. Logic is weird.
I guess it could be. I kind of forgot already where they found the... Oh, no, the wallet was in Mido's house, wasn't it? So... Yeah, I guess I wouldn't...
Yeah. Good point.
Also, what the hell?
Ooh, long shot strats. Don't
Yeah,
see that very often.
I always get excited anytime anyone gets to do that in any seed ever doing the Dompe race. Just because it means you found an early long shot.
And that might have been why what the hell's happened decided to do the races. He's like, you know what? I have the long shot. I can hook that.
Okay, so now Bonnaroo has seen the Dodongo's Cavern Way, the hero, and so I imagine when he goes back adult, he'll be headed over there.
Yep, I imagine we'll kind of follow in what the hell's footsteps here. Through the Deku Tree, Lon Lon Ranch. Prelude of Light was from Impa. We got a 45. I don't know if we've ever seen that here on ZSR. So even though Dampé didn't pay off for what the hell's happened, he did save a little bit of time on Bonnaroo. Speaking of Bonnaroo, he's headed to the Boulder of Destiny.
He is. What is our destiny today?
Be 5 nuts richer. What the hell's happened is able to oh wait, no, he doesn't have the bow yet. So I was thinking he might be able to do archery. He's in here, but no go. But we will probably see what the hell's happened jump into Dodongo's cavern.
Yeah, he's seen that way, the hero hint, and we're just picking up the bomb bag a second ago. For sure, good play. I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see what item awaits us in there, because we've gotten a lot of good stuff early. Bonnaroo having some trouble. All right, there we go.
It's a Kaku Conundrum. Maybe a Calamity with Kakus. So what the hell's happened? Picking up that Megaton Hammer. Dragon Smasher.
And yep, looks like he will buy a shield. Which I'm fully in support of. I'm fully in support of buying a shield. I always say that crouch stabbing is too good of a tool to not have the ability to do.
Yeah, if you've already got the money, you've already got an adult wallet, like, there's no reason not to buy it when you're walking right past the shop. It's too good.
And this seed is handing out items left and right. There's got to be something wrong with it. Even getting the Ocarina of Time, it's not that big of a deal because we started with the stone, and the other two are, you know, Deku and Dodongos. So there's got to be some kind of curveball. Trezco rolled the seed.
Yeah, you have to think like mirror hovers or something like that is going to be somewhere awful.
Well, usually my first guess when I see this layout is whenever Jabu's a medallion, my mind immediately goes to boomerang and letters being the problem. Because boy, those can end up in some interesting places.
For all the items we've got several items where there's only one copy of it and you've got to go find it, so a lot of opportunity for trolls.
So Bonner's about to check the song here at Desert Colossus, and that probably is what our way of the hero is.
Would have to imagine with Shadow being required. Can now check the fountain just in case, though.
Yeah, and I guess he got to look at what was on top of the arch. I missed it though.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Yeah. Ooh, we got some butter boots here in Dodongo's cavern.
Wait, so
Probably our way of the hero.
So the iron boots were on top of the cavern, and the hovers were in the first chest in the cavern. Holy crap! Just
Yeah, that's backwards. You'd think that the irons would sink a little lower.
yeah, nice couple pairs of boots there.
You know, those do kind of like come up through the floor. It's best to be well protected in terms of your feet.
Oh yeah.
And at this pace, what the hell's happening is going to show us a sub-hour 3-stone pickup. There's Bonnaroo making his way into the Deku Tree, gonna find his strength, his long shot. I think that was it. Oh, and Din's fire.
Yeah, he's gonna find out very quickly just how way of the hero this Deku Tree was.
Interested to see if the Dongo's Cavern is just as stacked. Alright, we got plenty of bombs, and now we got some mice bombs.
So yeah, the cheese are actually kind of interesting, just because right now, knowing that the Requiem was on a minuet, and right now we don't have the slingshot of the boomerang. The bomb shoes do let you progress into Child Spirit as an option, which I know a couple people in chat mentioned that a second ago. The Bonnaroo was unable to do that when he was there a second ago.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I was thinking of the quick strats on Volvagia. See,
Yes.
we'll have to see how big that pack was.
Oh yeah, the Chew and Nut Shred. Oh my goodness, Magic's in Dodongo's Cavern as well.
Alrighty, so yeah, we can go clear out the Shadow Temple right now. It's been very effective routing on what the hell's part, just choosing to go Child first.
Yeah, he's choosing the 3 Child Song route. This has worked out really well for him so far.
Yeah, and Chosco, I think we need to follow in Void's footsteps. Yesterday, he rolled a very nice seed in the beginning, and we had a bet. There's got to be something wrong with it. Can we open bets for, like, there's got to be something wrong. The troll's out there somewhere. So the to answer your question in chat, the letters underneath the hook shot are differentiate between the hook shot and the long shot. So as you see, Bonnery will be picking up his long shot shortly, or he just did, and it's now switched. More so, I think, for viewers as opposed to themselves. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think a tracker is more for the racer's benefit or the viewer's benefit?
Probably the viewers.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think most of the racers, once you get to this level, they probably have most of what they have in their heads, and they know what they've done, what they haven't. So,
I mean, I know when I play.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No, I'm done.
No, I was just though. I mean, I know. I try to when I play. I still track very carefully. That's because half the time I'm trying to think about 3 steps ahead of what to do. So, immediately for me, it's nice to look over and just kind of see what I've got, kind of make a plan from there. But yeah, when you're probably at the level these two are, they probably know exactly what they have without even thinking about it.
Nothing here on Death Mountain Trail other than those iron boots.
I don't think I've seen a seed yet where we got all 3 stones before we got a single medallion. This is a first, at least for me.
I think the last time I saw this was I think there was a weekly a few months ago where it had the same like thing where you start with a stone and 2 of them were the other 2 were Deku and Dodongo, so everyone did the exact same thing. But usually that's the only case where that happens.
There's Din's Fire for Bonnaroo and his, I guess, second spiritual stone. Going on right now. Seeing both the checks that these runners are doing at the moment. Suppose it might be a good time to sell out. So yeah, if you are enjoying what you're seeing and you haven't subscribed yet, think about popping that subscribe button. Helps us out here. Continue this. Everyone here is kind of doing this as a volunteer effort. All the subscriber money goes to Trezco to, not to feed him, but to help him maintain some of the costs involving running ZSR. Even if you can't or don't want to subscribe via standard methods, if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free subscription waiting for you. I don't know if you know that, but
Shoutouts to our trackers as well, B Luigi and Q Game. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Okay, so this is an interesting play here made by what the hell's happened. I sort of understand it because it's a medallion regardless and you gotta clear it, but I don't know if I like going into fire here because if this he doesn't have the scarecrow and he doesn't have a bow. So if this boss key's like deep in there and he gets key locked, it's gonna feel bad.
He also doesn't have the Bolero of Fire yet, so that might be factoring into some of his thinking here.
And that's another
Also gives him a little bit of time to think.
Oh yeah, that's true. He does have long shot, doesn't he? He probably knows pixel shot to get by Pierre, so as long as he doesn't get bow locked, he's probably okay.
Yeah, I imagine you're right about that one. He won't go any deeper than he has to. Just looking for that gold shiny key. The ruby or whatever it is inside of it.
And also, Chad bringing up a good point too, because he's probably going to go into the Lost Woods after that. He definitely needs to find a little bit of money so he can purchase that bow afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Yep, we need to find that bow from the Deku Scrubs. Bonnaroo, just like what the hell's happened, from Saria's song, headed straight back to the Temple of Time. I imagine he'll jump straight over to Dodongo's Cavern. Bombs were all over Kakariko Village, and I think one in the Goron Maze of Goron City.
One in Forest as well.
And I think Bonner is giving us a look at something we haven't seen yet. I do not believe we've seen the Composer Grave song.
Correct.
We have not.
And we are headed into Deep Fire on the left side. But apologies, as Tresco came unprepared, and we do not have Deep Fire memes. So instead of that, I guess you could post those Blame Trez emotes.
Well, actually, I don't think we're heading Deep Fire because the boss key was right there, and even if there was something in Fire, Volvagia is locking the dungeon anyway, so that made it easy.
Alright, Tresco is off the hook.
We got Minuet in the Composer's Grave.
Okay, so Minuet being there is interesting because I thought with Force Temple access locking at this point, not only Requiem but also the Prelude song and the Burning Cack song, I thought maybe Minuet was actually locked behind Force, which is why Saria's would be required for logical all dungeons, but that apparently is not the case. And also, Minuet is not actually Saria's locked, I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure with Longshot you could get over to the fortress, and then we have hovers and Longshot to get over the gap in the sand to walk all the way to Spirit and get that ZL that way.
Yes, sir.
Not that anyone would do that in the seat. Obviously, it's much easier to get the Requiem, of course, but logically, yeah, it's not locked by that.
Here we go. Bonnaroo showing us this check here in Kakariko Village. Is Way of the Hero, so you want to full clear this.
And what else happened? Not having a fun time there with Volvagia.
I don't know whether he found that tunic or purchased it, but it is paying off.
I think he bought the Goron tunic.
And 1.5 hearts has to be careful. There's that 1.25. Bonnaroo headed to his way the hero, Dodongo's Cavern, and grabbed those butter boots.
And what else happened? Taking care of Volvagia. Got a little bit scary there, but no problem for a veteran of the game like himself.
It manages to get on by. 1 medallion down. So in terms of what they haven't done, they have not gone into Zor's River domain. You know, the Fountains Baron. They haven't jumped into the well. There's a couple of checks in like Dampe digging in the graveyard left to do. What the hell's happened? Can go into Shadow Temple. He has not done that yet. And we have not trekked across the desert other than to grab the song over from Requiem. So just under an hour here, 55 minutes in. Plenty of items. It's been very nice in terms of opening stuff up. We haven't been bottlenecked anywhere. But it hasn't been challenging either.
Yeah, this has been definitely been a nice loaded start, which in some ways is obviously really good when you get a bunch of items early, but in some ways it can be really bad later on if we're looking again for the letter or the boomerang and you have everything as an option, basically.
Yeah, it's also bad because as racers, you know how good your opponent is. And if you're finding it easy, you know, you're probably guessing that your opponent is also having it easy and might actually been having an easier time. And that's kind of showcased What the Hell's Happened has a little bit of a lead here just because he stayed child and did the 3-song route while Bonnaroo kind of did an adult 1 phase and then went back child. And that time is kind of given What the Hell's Happened a little bit of a lead.
Yeah. Although, if he doesn't find he needs to find some money here though.
Yeah, he could. We might see him kill a Skull Kid. And, it's not very well known, I guess, ways of farming money. But he is past those. It's not on his mind.
Yeah, definitely he looks like he realizes now that he needs some money because he was trying to get some money out of the beehives.
Ah. It's the magic here for Bonnaroo.
I can't remember, but that blue rupee that's in the to the left of the entrance to Sacred Forest Meadow that I know you can farm. I can't remember if you can farm that as both child and adult or just child. Because you might be able to just go in and out of there a few times and get the money that way. If it's still there as adult, I honestly can never remember. But
As you're saying that, I keep getting a loop of him going into that exact grass patch. And it is there. Finally got confirmation.
okay, yeah, all right, cool.
Is that happening for you as well?
I did not see that loop. It just took an extra second or two to get there.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I imagine he'll probably go ahead and just farm the money for it. Or I guess he could try well, maybe not. It looks like he's setting up the ground jump.
Let's see if he jumps into. It looks like he is gonna jump into the Forest Temple without the bow. As Bonnaroo is fighting the King Dodongo. So he doesn't know it, but the bow is in the grotto with the Deku salesman. Bonnaroo found that on his way up here, which was very convenient. What the hell's happened? Did not have the 40 rupees to spend.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is that when he gets locked out of here without the bow, I don't imagine he's going to necessarily go back and grab that right away. Because he did just get Requiem, and he knows Desert Colossus is the way the heroes. He may just warp out right away and end up getting ZL and heading on some other adventure.
We know it wouldn't be a bad call. Bono was not able to find anything in the first few checks. And he'll eventually get Minuet. He doesn't know that, but... And Bonnaroo not headed into the Fire Temple. I guess maybe he's buying his shield first.
And Chad asking, unfortunately, Forrest, if it has a bow, it's later. It probably is. It may very well be bow locked in here because Bonnaroo visited here earlier. And, oh, is that a boomerang on 10 skulls? Oh my goodness!
Sure is.
Oh, hell, Lord Banana!
What is this seed?
Like I said, there's something wrong with it somewhere. Rudo's letter, strength, mirror shield. There's a troll out there somewhere. I've never seen a Zooter seed that doesn't have any troll.
And Bono takes his boomerang and says, "You know what? I've got all these items to do Shadow Temple.
Yeah,
Why not? Let's go
makes sense
ahead."
to me. Yeah, Dodongo's Cavern kind of pushed you into the Shadow Temple here. That magic and those hover boots.
I gotta say, this is pretty spectacular from Bonnaroo's point. How often, when he gets down here, do you see Shadow as someone's first medallion?
Very good point, yeah.
And what the hell's happened is checking the format chest. I don't think Bonner was able to check this.
Yeah,
First time,
Bono
I think
did
it's the
not
only thing he
have
didn't
any
detail.
strength, and he didn't jump in with the key. But it's just a blue pea.
Hopefully, a reminder to please go back and buy that bow. Go get that scrub salesman. Yeah, and I think the concern with what else happened is not so much the fact that he would be losing time by doing his checks, but it's the fact that since he got the Requiem of Spirit right outside here and he knows Desert Colossus is the way of the hero, he probably won't leave to go back and buy that from the scrub sales, and he'll probably warp out and get ZL. And so who knows when and if he'll actually check that.
I actually was thinking that he might play Nocturne right after this. Clear out the medallion dungeon first.
Oh yeah, he could also, well, that would be a bad idea, because if he doesn't play Requiem first and go get that Zelda's Lullaby, if he goes into Shadow after that, he's gonna have a problem.
Yep. And welcome to the Raiders from the Zelda University. We're an hour into this Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer between two very good runners. So stick around.
And actually, as a follow-up to that, what the hell's happened without the bow? He's gonna have a problem. Well, actually, no, he won't have a problem in Shadow at the end, right? He knows the bomb shoe strat probably to hit the statue at the end.
Oh yeah, most certain.
Okay, so yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine there. Yeah. If he does that, but he is playing Requiem, so
Another alternate strat is the summoning the Scarecrow, but he has not been back down to the lake.
right. That's what I was thinking. Is like maybe he could use the Scarecrow, and I realized well he probably doesn't have that Scarecrow, but yeah, I'm sure he knows the bomb shoe, so there won't be any problem there. And of course, there are 3 bows in the game, so that bow may not be the only available one.
Yep, and it looks like you're vibing with what the hell's happened a little bit more, as he did indeed head straight into the desert.
Yeah, I know someone like myself who plays seeds like that. Usually with a check like that, either I'm taking the time to farm the rupees and making sure I check it right there, or I'm never going back for it. So I can kind of understand exactly what he's thinking here.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't come back to bite him. Meanwhile, Bonnaroo is plugging along through the Shadow Temple. Ooh, 10th Doctor with the big brain, reminding us that Moblin with that club, if you kill him, he'll drop a whole bunch of rupees for you.
Yeah, that would have also gotten him the money he needed.
And now what the hell's happened is it's going to be following Bonnaroo into the Shadow Temple. But unfortunately, not a whole lot in here so far.
No, unfortunately, one of the problems again when you get a bunch of early items like this is, yeah, you'll have a bunch of all these medallion donuts to clear out, but there's a good chance that a couple of them are just going to end up with nothing. Yeah, hopefully for what else happens sake, there's another bow along the way somewhere. Maybe in here.
I'm hoping we find the ice arrows in here and we get to see some ice arrow strat.
Well, yeah, of course. We've got to have the proper way to kill Bongo Bongo first.
Yesterday, Engineer pulled off a very clean ice arrow Bongo Bongo fight. I was unaware that if you just freeze the one hand, you can hook shot or hit the Bongo in the eye without even touching the second one. Both these runners now up to 7 hearts. Probably won't be worrying about life anymore. The boomerang was on 10 Skulltulas. It does open up Child Spirit, which is good.
Yeah, the 10 skull boomerang kind of reminds me of the most hilarious 10-20 skull combo I've ever seen. A boomerang on 10, letter on 20. I cracked up laughing when I picked up both of them simultaneously, and I would find it hilarious if that happened again here.
So my plan, though, would be something like Adult's Wallet on 10, Giant's Wallet on 20, Ruto's Letter from King Zora, and then Lord Banana somewhere in like the Ice Cavern.
Of course. That would definitely be a lot of fun. Everyone loves the Ruto's Letter on King Zora.
So everyone knows now, you don't play an August 40th Plandosi. Not unless you got a whole bunch of hours to invest.
toward the end of Shadow and still haven't found anything useful.
Yep,
Yeah.
and we do not have enough keys either.
I gotta say, I like how Bono in the that fan room was just doing some nice movement tech to get through there. I know when I'm playing, my movement's not quite that good, so I just throw on the iron boots if I have them.
Yep, if you are looking to pick up a few tips, tricks, some speed saving strats, Bonnaroo is one of the runners to follow. Racing all the time. Oh, there we go. We have enough keys. I don't know if we've seen the boss key yet. But this would be an ideal situation if this was the last dungeon they were clearing.
It would obviously. Still looking for a few things, so I don't think we're gonna be skipping the end of Shadow here. But in some ways, Shadow Temple always seems to do that, no matter what. That whenever you want when you want a full clear, it'll let you skip the end, and then when you want to skip the end, you have to go there anyway.
Oh, the game knows. Bonnaroo's gonna enjoy this lovely boat ride with a couple of Stalfos. Well, what the hell's happened is about halfway through the dungeon. Again, what the hell's happened has jumped into the fire temple, defeated Volvagia. So I think still a little bit of a lead there. But Bonnaroo with the advantage of that bow.
Yep, but now Bonner's just gonna be hanging out here on the side of the boat. Don't mind that. Nice bell strat.
Yes, 30 to 50 skulls are dead. We do know that there is a slingshot on 40. But hopefully there's another slingshot out there, and or the target in the woods isn't anything.
Oh, and there is another bow in Shadow.
Very nice.
What the hell's
happened?
happened? What the hell's happened? It's gonna get built. Oh, there's money next to it too. That's hilarious.
So 2 convenient bows. Bonnaroo getting his right outside the forest temple. Unfortunately, didn't have strength to full clear it. But also the second bow in here from Shadow, very convenient for what the hell's happened.
Yeah. So, talk about a nice bailout here for what the hell's happened. So it ends up not being too terribly big of a deal that he did not go back and purchase that one.
Hey guys, you know what?
What?
I just got pizza.
Did you get enough to share?
I could.
You could, but
But I won't.
At least tell us what kind of pizza.
It's actually, I don't even know if you would take that. It's pizza with kebab on it.
Kebab. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Kebab is like meat,
Vegetable?
but actually like a little orientalic way of like spicing it up. It's really popular in Germany or like in Europe in general.
Interesting. Oh, is it like a shish kebab?
I guess similar, but
There's no toothpick sticking through it all.
it's actual beef.
Interesting.
And all this talk about pizza is making me hungry.
I'm a fan of pineapple and ham.
Oh my god,
Teriyaki
get out of here.
sauce is pretty good. Teriyaki sauce and steak is good. Chicken and barbecue sauce. I'm a fan of all pizzas.
We sadly lost August. I cannot accept pineapple on pizza.
Honestly, I could
Sorry,
probably just point
August, I'm not sure what happened there. It might have been related to the pineapple on the pizza.
August, that is a Taubel German accent. I am going to ban you from ZSI.
That was rude.
Oh.
That was so rude.
Hey, I'm working on it. You're helping me.
I
The
could
more
probably
we
just,
work together, the better it's gonna get.
I could probably disappoint everyone here a lot more than saying about liking pineapple or whatever on pizza by saying that I just flat out don't even like pizza. So
What?
no, I don't.
That might be worse.
I get all sorts of weird reactions, but it's true. I do not like pizza.
I don't think I've ever met someone that didn't like pizza before, so this is exciting for me.
Exciting.
Literally everyone who's met me has told me that when I've mentioned it.
Yeah, I know a couple people who don't like chocolate.
Oh, I'm with them too, actually.
Oh man. All right.
I a lot of people say I don't like food as a result, but I'm just a really picky eater.
I guess it sounds kind of healthy. No chocolate and pizza.
Someone asked me, what does it feel like to be dead inside? Thanks. Oh boy.
Not liking pizza is like actually saying I'll go just to the kindergarten, not to pick up my kid, but just to pick 2 kids to actually eat them tonight. That's pretty much.
Let's just go cannibal now. Or is it a kiddie bowl? But back to the race, I guess. What
Yeah,
the hell's
exactly.
happened is
Phosphorus actually had it right. Children on pizza is better than pineapple on
On pizza.
I can't believe I get removed from chat for saying I like pineapple on pizza. See, Falcon doesn't even like pizza or chocolate. Oh, okay. I don't know. There's a winner. Happy colored marbles. Bananas on pizza. I don't know about that. But yeah, back to the race. What the hell's happened? Finishing up the Shadow Temple. Bonnaroo in the forest.
He's finally got his bow in hand.
Yeah, I imagine what does happen. He doesn't know it, but it's a absolute pleasant sight for him to see that that bow there.
So I just want to say, in the 16th century, when people were actually shot for being witches, you would have been shot for saying you don't like pizza. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised I haven't been removed from society at this point every time I say that, but
Just stay out of like the Little Italy section in New York City. You might not make it out alive.
Yeah, probably.
But if you're looking to have some really, really good pizza, that's the place to.
Oh, I see where we're going here.
Throwing it out for pizza lovers and pizza deniers, one and all. So I don't know if I'd say it's lucky that that what the hell happened got that bow. He could fully fully capable of clearing out the Shadow Temple without it. It's just convenient more than anything, considering he's skipped that one in the Lost Woods.
Okay, I gotta point this out. What the hell happened there? I really wish that I could quick spin like that. Like that stride on Bongo. That is amazing.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to what controller you're using.
That might be that might be my issue because I play on an EverDrive, but I play with a GameCube controller adapter. I don't know if that's part of the problem, but
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about which controllers are the best.
I mean it's mostly just because the GameCube control stick is a little bit better on my thumb than the N64 one.
Oh yeah,
Also-
no, those N64 ones are trash. Unless it's brand spanking.
So Bono just picked up a scale in Forest Temple.
Interesting.
So
So
from what we saw earlier, that might unlock that what we believe to be the eyeball frog. Which have we seen what Big Goron is yet? I don't
think we have.
so.
what the hell's happened is in the Royal Tomb with Din's Fire and Magic. So this is an extra check Bono left behind. Just a recovery heart. And this will be minuet for what the hell's happened. So curious if he'll warp straight into the Forest Temple.
You might be about 3 seconds ahead, August.
I gotcha.
So yeah, what the hell's I forget that song, but he did. Interesting though, he played he actually played Nocturne. I wonder if he's gonna finish off the rest of the CAC checks he can do here. Which I guess he doesn't have his boomerang from 10 skulls yet, so probably good that he's going back for this.
I also don't think he's done the archery game.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well yeah, because he just got his bow, so.
Hey, chat, commentators are asleep.
What?
Okay. Well, so I was waiting a second because I didn't know if my stream, because it buffed for a sec, was ahead or behind. But at the same time, what the hell's happened? Got the boomerang off of 10 skulls. Bonnaroo got Rudo's letter in Forest Temple
I missed that one, yeah.
in the checker boardroom. So talk about an interesting combination there between the two runners. But
Yeah, I just saw that as you said it.
So this is quite to see because now Now Jabu's available.
Yeah, we are down to the Spirit Temple for items. Just looking for a strengthened Mirror Shield.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the way this is playing out. Definitely one of the fastest all dungeon seeds I think I've ever seen. Still potential for some troll, but obviously it was not from the letter in the boomerang.
That wiener in chat wasn't even as big as mine. God damn it.
I was just gonna ignore it, but
Yeah. Instead, we got Trez in here bragging about his instead. I think that's the more appropriate response, personally.
yeah, probably.
If you missed it, it's because the moderators were moderating. But Bonnaroo just about to finish the Forest Temple, as what the hell's happened is just probably about halfway through it. But again, what the hell has cleared out Fire Temple? Has that on Bonnaroo.
So do we have any guesses where our last two items are at this point?
Yeah, Trisco, where's that betting going on here? We're down to 2 go mode items.
Yeah, just looking for the looking for our second strength upgrade in the mirror shield. So
So our Baron hints were Fire Temple and Zora's Fountain.
Are we still missing a Way of the Hero, or did I miss one?
So we got Dodongo's Cavern, Deku Tree, and Kakariko Village. And was there one for Desert Colossus
Desert
as well?
Colossus, yes, I think we've got all 4 of those.
Yeah, I didn't write down desert, but I remember it now.
I remember. Tresco firing shots at the intern.
Might have hit a nerve.
No, I just think it's that pirates don't wear makeup. Unless they're like Johnny Depp.
So they do wear makeup.
I know Johnny Depp wears a whole bunch of it.
He's the only real pirate.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think that's worse than the whole makeup thing.
Yeah, that might be some fighting words.
Alright, there's gonna be... So Bonnaroo finishing with the Forest Temple, grabbing that green cookie. Wondering where he's headed to next. Is he gonna head through the Lost Woods, go into the Fire Temple? Nope, he wants to know what this song's at.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Because if this ends up being Bolero, then you can just warp straight over and do fire.
It's down to Bolero, Serenade, and Song of Time. And it's Song of Time.
Song of Time, okay. Well, that'll at least get everyone excited about the toilet in GTG, I'm sure.
Excited about the toilet? What?
Well, I mean, chat.
Oh, chat. There we go.
I don't know about the people playing. Although, admittedly, I don't find the toilet to be as bad as it used to be with the quick swap boots as a thing now.
Yep, yeah, I would agree.
So, oh no, actually, going back to Child now, I imagine we're gonna see Jabu next.
Oh, yep. We gotta make good use of that Lord Banana.
Oh yeah, and he's gonna go ahead and clear out the market while we're here.
Oh, yes, good point. Market, clear out Zor's River. We haven't done that yet, even.
Definitely a good thing to do, given that these two items that we're looking for can definitely be in a number of places. So, if you're in the area, why not go ahead and check some stuff?
Yeah, we're just 90 minutes in and looking for 2 items. That is, you know, one of the harder aspects of getting all the stuff early is when you're just looking for 1 or 2 items. It can really be anywhere.
Right. Usually in the case from my perspective, I'll dungeon rush at this point if I can, and hopefully I'll just run into stuff along the way. But certainly from Bonner's perspective, I understand just wanting to, while you're here, go ahead and check this, especially since with Kakariko Way the Hero, the lens was in Kak, so it's possible it could have been referring to that somehow.
Yeah, good point. You never know what it's gonna point to exactly.
Well, okay. I guess not.
Still worth checking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What the hell's happened? He's headed down to the basement. Gonna grab his boss key out of this chest and then head off to Phantom Ganon. Now Bonnaroo finding a Pizza Hut on Bomb Shoe Bowling number 1. And bunch of bombs on number 2.
Yeah, I find these days with the accurate freestyle miles, that bomb shoe bowling just ends up being an excuse to spend 60 rupees to chuck bomb shoes at the lady.
Yeah, that would be a fun model to customize. I'm curious how thorough Bonnaroo is gonna clear out his remaining child checks. Think he's gonna jump into the well?
Oh boy. I don't know if I would at this point. With a couple of medallion dungeons still available, but it certainly has to be in the back of your head for later on.
So to answer a question in chat, the reason not to do water is because there's really not a whole lot in Water Temple. Well, I mean,
just 4 items.
Yeah, it could be a good gamble if there's something valuable in there, but it's not very likely.
Yeah, it feels really good to be able to go mode water because you just find the boss key, go to the boss. So it's a good reason to put it off, but might end up having to dip it to find one of our 2 missing items.
Yep.
And actually, someone else brought up is a good point. Another reason why he might not be going water is he doesn't. We don't have Serenade, so maybe he just doesn't want to make the trips to the lake right now. He's hoping he runs into Serenade somewhere. Not that it takes that long to ride Epona down there, but maybe just hoping to be able to warp there at some point.
Yeah, we're just down to Burning Cack and Ice Cavern for our songs, so gonna have to go a bit out of the way if you're looking for Serenade.
Yeah, that's the only problem here is that it probably won't show up in Bunaroo picking up the all dungeon prize of Saria Song. I wonder if he'll yeah, I like this play. You know, you got Saria Song practically only for almost for free. Why not go ahead and get those 2 checks with it and see if it happened to lead to anything?
Meanwhile, what the hell's happened has defeated Phantom Ganon, has his green cookie, and headed straight to Temple of Time. So Saria's check number 1 is just a recovery art.
Yeah, I think you're still a few seconds ahead, August.
Oopsie. It's stuttering pretty hardcore on my end.
Not entirely sure what's wrong today. We have some major issues today with like the commentary pages. Let me do a quick reload and see what it does. But yeah, I don't really know. Also, I have boosted my mic by 20% now to actually be loud enough.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm down to 480 on the commentary page on both runners' streams.
Yeah, I was able to turn the quality down a little bit, and that stopped the buffering I was having earlier.
Yep, definitely helped.
I'm still pretty quiet. There's no more I can do.
And what do we got on Darunia? Shut.
Oh wait, there's actually something I can do. This should be a little better.
And here we go. What the hell's happened? Unlike Bonnaroo, is not gonna be clearing out the overworld checks. He's headed straight into Lord Jabu Jabu. Gonna progress onto his medallion count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I time warped past the Darunia check, so I didn't see what it was.
Just the
looked like a
Deku
Deku
Shield.
Shield, yeah. So, sorry, song not required, but again, when you practically get it for free, may as well see what it leads to.
Looks like they're both headed to Jabu at this point.
Yep, what the hell's happened? Extending his lead a little bit. Bonnaroo didn't find anything in Goron City, and he's fallen a little bit more behind because of it. And he's actually headed down the river as well, so this is more time that he's gonna give to what the hell's happened here.
Yep.
So Kiri Sword was in the shield grave at the graveyard.
There's our big Goron hint. I didn't see what was on it.
It looks like
Piece of heart.
Yeah. So, that's dead, which alright. I guess that's not too bad. What the hell's that? We'll be heading off to Jabu, so we'll see if there happens to be anything in here. Although, I often find Jabu to not ever have much of anything, but maybe it'll surprise me today.
Jabu is a very surprising dungeon, especially in Master Quest.
Oh yeah, Master Quest it says so many checks in it. And so many cows, but
Yeah.
I have to make sure to mention that every time, but
The cow is stuck inside the walls.
yeah, people bring up a good point though that what the hell's happened. Definitely dungeon rushing pretty hard here. In fact, I don't think he actually checked the diving minigame or the torch run in Zora's Domain, so
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you just grabbed that hint stone.
which I think plays along with what we were talking about earlier. What the hell's happened? Play style of maybe doing some gambling.
Yeah, he did do the Damp A race, but he is definitely gambling on some of the other overworld checks he can do right now in favor of these dungeons.
Pretty close to seeing our first Jabu checks here.
Looks like we have some discussion in chat about Master Quest dungeons. I know I would like to see some Master Quest dungeons get added into the weeklies, perhaps. Maybe not every time, but
Oh
occasionally.
my goodness!
We found the mirror.
As soon as I say there's gonna be nothing in here, it surprises me. Oh, we're down to a strength upgrade now.
There we go. Did anybody guess correctly? I know I didn't.
No. The map, is that the map chest, the first one? I think it's what it is.
I'm not sure which is map and which is compass, but it wasn't boomerang.
Yeah, I will defer to more knowledgeable people. Well, and now we need to open up betting for where the strength is. Alrighty then.
Yeah, I was just a little off with that bet.
But yeah, we are a strength upgrade away from go mode.
Oh, what the heck? I'll bet the same thing I did with this one as I did the last one.
So Bonnaroo now just turning in his letter. He's gonna do these checks in domain. And what the hell's happened? Skipped. Well, Chuck.
I had it away from my mouth like an idiot. Sorry.
Oh. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Can I place my bet again? I bet a dead check. I bet the second strength upgrade was vanilla, and it can't be because of one of the. Oh my god. Whatever. I just straight up lose, I guess.
I mean, it could be vanilla, right? Could be on the Spirit Temple.
Well, no, I bet like it as in completely vanilla.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, it might be right if there's a gold gauntlets that's vanilla.
I
Could get-
suppose, but
Could get partial credit.
Well, we got a direct hint for right hand, though, and I don't remember what it was, but I would have remembered a strength upgrade there.
yeah, it was definitely not a strength upgrade.
What the hell's happened has defeated the Big Octo. Hardest mini boss in the game. What the hell's happened is walking into Baronade as Bonnaroo is taking up the elevator. Still has a whole lot of this fish to do.
Yeah, he's ahead in Jabu. He's got fire done. He's equal on items, so pretty good lead for what the hell right now.
Yeah, and I'm... Oh, what is this? What is this? I don't think I've seen this chart before in this room. Oh wow, very nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I have not seen anyone use a bomb shooter to hit that, twitch like that before. That was very well done.
It looks a little safer maybe than that boomerang strat. There's the mirror shield for Bonnaroo. There we go. Baronade's down. Fairly clean fight for what the hell. Bonnaroo could catch up a little bit of time. Baronade was trolling him a little bit, but not too bad.
Yeah, and to something that was actually mentioned in chat a second ago about this race. If I was either one of the runners, I don't think I'd feel ahead or behind. I'd feel like they're just on top of each other and dead even, pretty much. With how stacked it's been.
And it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to ask these runners what their mindsets was kind of like during the race.
Yeah.
sure why what the hell's happened is going in here. We did find a hint that said the fairy fountain or the Zora's fountain was barren.
Yeah.
I thought he was just going for the skull at first, but guess not.
Yeah, no, it made sense to come over here for the Skulltula, definitely the Gossip Stone. Yeah.
Might see some child spirit here.
Yep. I certainly like this play, not even just for looking for a strength upgrade, but if you're a child and you have a chance to do this, why not? Because it always feels bad when you go adult and then you just get key locked out of spirit later on, so...
I can't imagine what the hell's happened. We'll go into the well. I don't know. It's a good call.
Yeah.
All depends on if this comes up dead or not.
Yeah.
But I imagine actually though he would head maybe into the water temple before the bottom of the well.
Yeah, he's been pretty, with the strategy being pretty heavy on the dungeon rushing. I feel like water would be the next logical, step, although the well would not necessarily be a bad play here either.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
no.
check heavy. You can full clear it looking for one item. I don't think it's a bad play.
You know, the only difference though, you have to go through the water temple eventually. Well, two birds with one stone concept.
Although Water Temple does have the extra appeal that it will unlock the, light arrow cutscene item upon completion, so...
That is a good point as well. We're now dispatching these danger noodles. Not very dangerous today.
So, what else happened? Did get a key on Child Spirit, and it looks like he does plan to continue on up.
Yeah, without
Yeah.
the second strength, I agree with that.
Yeah. Now, hopefully he, unlike the commentator speaking right now, remembers that the right hand of the Colossus is dead. And won't go up there.
Well, no, we saw him go into that Zora's Fountain Fairy Fountain.
That's true. Hopefully, though, he does remember that hint.
Sounds like maybe that could be a Zooter tongue twister. Zora Fountain Fairy Fountain?
Yeah, I don't want to say that 10 times fast, but and also nice and Bonnaroo because he's out of sticks, but with the mini Goron sword here, no problems taking out Baronade.
Yeah, I think he did do that just a little bit quicker than what the hell.
Yeah, that looks pretty solid.
Oh, there's I think that's one of our first ice traps we've seen.
That's
I
the first one
think
I
I had a-
remember.
I think
Yeah.
that is the first ice trap.
So this has been a very, very nice seed. It's pretty incredible.
Did get the boss key in the same room though.
Yeah, so that's nice.
And Bono too. We're gonna see another high five here as he's headed into the Spirit Temple himself.
Oh yeah, actually that's true, people pointing out. I think Baronade also actually just had an ice trap a second ago, because that looked like a fake Rudo's letter that it dropped when it died. Which is pretty hilarious in its own right. A fake Rudo's letter in a spot where it can't be, but...
Oh, silly game. And it looks like what the hell does not have enough magic to light these torches with Din's fire. Feels bad, man.
And I hope he's just pulling the block to open the door to get the skull over here, or maybe he'll see. What I would do at this point is that I've opened the door, I would go back and to the torch in the room before and flame storage my way into this room, so I don't have to do the puzzle. But looks like he's just gonna go ahead and.
He might not be, he might not keep track of his hints as well as some other racers. Not 100% sure. Yeah, it'll be something to ask him about after the race.
Well, no, Cubs, in this situation, you wouldn't have to push the block again, just because we know the Colossus hand is dead. So he doesn't have to go out there. That's actually why we're worried that he might have forgotten the hint, because he went to the trouble of getting the sunblock in the first place. Again, unless he wants the just wants the skull in the hallway. Oh no, I guess he did remember the hint.
Well, headed back, adult. Nope, Bonnaroo is still a little bit behind. He is the Fire Temple behind.
Yeah, for someone asking in chat, no one has touched GTG yet. No one's touched the well yet. No one's touched Ice Cavern. There's actually a lot of places that we have to check for the strength upgrade.
Yeah, we haven't even been down to Adult Lake Hylia. Tons of places.
So we'll see if that's where I don't know what's well, I thought looks like what else happened might be oh, he's setting it to
Oh, we're gonna see Dampy digging.
maybe
Or not.
No.
Tech Grotto?
Okay.
Oh, Destiny.
You know, okay. Actually, yeah, what the hell's happened might be going. He might be going to GTG actually, because he might have done that to set his time of day tonight. So he'll do like some of the fuel checks here, and then when he gets over to Gerudo Fortress, it'll be daytime for the horseback archery. Although he does have Sun Song, so he didn't have to do that.
Might be just a few handful of seconds faster. I don't know.
Maybe.
Bonnaroo also low on magic. Curious. I guess he can light a stick off one torch.
It looks like he has just enough actually to light the torches. Yeah, because his battery is just completely empty now.
Wow, good call. Nothing doing in the Tech Grotto.
Yeah, and someone mentioned this in chat, but I don't think Bonnaroo actually saw the hint that this check is dead. So unfortunately, he's gonna end up wasting a little bit of time for it.
Yeah, this was the one on the perimeter of the lake.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, as you mentioned earlier, Iron Knuckles aren't too terrible, especially if you're fairly confident on your combat abilities.
Yeah, and especially as Child Link, Crouch 7 here seems to be just a literal cheat code, because it just can't hit you.
That was not included in Prima's official strategy guide.
It was not, but it is hilarious when you find that out the first time.
That would be interesting to write a brand new strategy guide and then compare it page by page to the original.
Oh yeah, there would be like so many different like strats that would be mentioned from what everyone has learned about this game in the 20 years that it's been out.
Kill King Dodongo and the Big Octorok with the Deku Stick. Keep your Deku Nuts equipped most of the game.
Yeah, I wish the strategy guide I had when I was younger would have told me about how valuable Deku Nuts are, but... So, what else happened has made his way to, Lake Hylia, so I imagine we'll be seeing the Lake Checks and, Water Temple here.
Think we're gonna see the Water Temple first.
Yeah, actually, never mind, right, forgot he's in full, it seems to be the dungeon rushing mode here, so...
I think it's known as ATZ mode. And meanwhile, it does look like Bonnaroo is finally headed into the Fire Temple.
Yeah, and I realized this earlier when I was saying this about the songs and waiting for, when I was talking about it with Serenade, actually, is that, Bolero and Serenade are the two songs we have left, and one of them being, Burning Cack and the other being an Ice Cavern. It's easier to just walk or travel these places. You're not going to get those two warp songs, most likely.
Yeah, unfortunately. Seed is finally slowing down just a little bit. What the hell is headed to the map chest?
Be interested if he gets an early boss key here, if he just goes straight to Morpha if he full clears it.
Yeah, it was it's quite the gamble to make.
Yeah, I'm always, like, really iffy on full clearing Water Temple. My excuse I would do it here, and my only excuse for that would be that we don't have, because we don't have Serenade to get back here quickly.
How about the fact that we had Water Temple, we had Morpha in like Sphere Zero. You know, we had two hook shots and Iron Boots.
That's true. We also got all the items for Water Temple really early in this seed. So
actually, it wouldn't surprise me if there is a strength in here. And good news for Bonnaroo is that the boss key is just, I think, 4 checks in.
Yep. Yeah, he'll be done with fire pretty quickly here.
No, you are not going to full clear fire this seed because it is barren. As soon as you grab that boss key, you head into the dragon.
So, what the hell is finding, first 3 checks in water, immediately finding 3 small keys, so... Typical of Water Temple, probably, Usually when I see a bunch of keys that early, I start to get this suspicion that there's to head towards Dark Link, but...
Yep, that is the play you have to decide in here. So yeah, you need to assume you need 5 keys for Dark Link.
I think it's 5. Admittedly, key logic's not something I'm terribly brushed up on when I'm in these dungeons when playing, so...
I mean, I think it's down to 5 because they removed one of the locked doors. Of course, they always assume that less experienced people are playing these, and that you're not going to be spending...
Oh my goodness, there they are.
And we are in go mode. There we go.
Didn't even have to go too far out of our way in water to find them, too.
Yeah, that actually might have been the first logical strength upgrade as well.
So this was Water Temple, what chest?
Compass chest.
Yep.
Compass chest. Alright, we have Darkling chat. That's not it.
Yeah, that was my bet.
We have water. Inside a deep dish pineapple pizza. No, and you are banned. Tress's left butt cheek. No.
Are you sure? Can you check?
Water Temple first check whatever it is they choose. No.
Yeah, that was what the hell is fourth check?
Yeah. Some
Alright.
people would have checked that first, but
So, in theory, this guy won. But the best bed was obviously this one.
I thought it was Yoshi Kaizan. No?
not where the Mister was. Okay.
Yes, the ZSR bot betting is most certainly rigged, especially when Tresco is restreaming. There's the boss key for Bonnaroo.
I have no idea what you mean.
Oh, certainly rigged.
I'd say something, but I bet a dead check, so I rigged myself to just straight up lose.
Yeah, and with that strength upgrade and half a Spirit Temple clear, it is very possible, I think, that what the hell has happened could sub 230 this. And as we are in go mode, once again, if you've enjoyed watching the tournament, this race, I hope you're following the channel. If not, you could also give us a little subscribe. Get that for free if you have an Amazon Prime account. Bonner with a very nice Volvagia fight, making up a whole bunch of time. What the hell happened? Was definitely trolled by the dragon tonight.
Yeah, if he goes straight to water here, he's not that far behind.
Yeah, if he goes straight to water, gets that those silver gauntlets, and then picks the right chest for the boss key, it's still anyone's game. So what the hell's happened? Still looking for it. It's the central pillar. Just another small key.
I'm telling you, it must be. It's gonna be over with Dark Link.
Yeah, I think at this point it has to be.
Just especially when every other check like before that is pretty much a key.
Yep, so our racers are tied back up in medallions. And they both have just as much of the Spirit Temple cleared as the other one. So it really is, it's coming down to this boss key in the Water Temple. Fortunately, it looks like Bono is looking elsewhere here on the overworld.
Yeah. This goes back again to what we were saying about Bono's playstyle of being obviously a bit more thorough with his checks. Well,
There we go. Let's head back into the Shadow Temple real quick.
I would say he was definitely rewarded for checking that one, though.
And with what the hell, finishing up these checks in the water temple, it looks like it's undeniable that he is gonna be moving on in the winners brackets here.
Yeah, and Bono at the top, at the ferry at the top of the Deathbound Trail, found the third bow. What else happened here? Having a little bit of trouble, but doing the strat that I like to do on Darklink, the nut strat to stun him in place and then just jump attack him a few times.
And Darklink is down. Oh wow, Bonner, you're just checking the big bow check. Is what the hell happened? Found that boss key on Darklink. Moving on to Morpho. Yeah, MT Manion, we will bust open the spoiler log just as soon as these racers are finished.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually very curious myself to know where that third strength upgrade is, although, knowing the way these sieges usually play out, it's probably in Spirit.
It's always adult spirit.
Like, I don't find the third strength upgrade anywhere else these days.
I'm kind of curious as to where our other two slingshots are, and if we were supposed to grab that one off 40. At least to make the logic happy.
Yeah.
Although I guess we didn't technically need to kill Morpha, did we? Oh yeah, no, we need Dense Fire.
Yeah. So what else happened here? Hooking Morpho into the corner, and we'll take care of that, no problem.
Meanwhile, Bono thoroughly checking out the Hyrule field here.
Wano will be headed to water, so he's not a mile behind, but I think it's too much ground to catch up at this point.
Yeah, still though, honestly, a great race. Just what the hell's happened? At least his early game route worked out really well, and then
Guys, look who
Just-
that is in chat. Do you know the guy? Mr. Chicken Guy.
Who?
Hey, Mr. Chicken Guy.
Who, Kuipers don't care?
Hi, Mr.
I
Chicken
don't
Guy.
think we saw chickens checked this seed.
Way of the hero cack, and we skip chickens on both
Yeah.
sides.
This is a Kuipers don't care seed.
yeah. Sphere Zero was loaded, but it wasn't that loaded. We got to avoid that one for the seed, which was really nice.
So, unless what the hell's happened, experience some catastrophe like another snowstorm in the middle of April. It looks like he's gonna be moving on to fight Let's Clay, and I believe where will that put Bonnaroo?
Yeah, I was actually just checking that myself.
Ooh, Bonnaroo will be facing off against the winner between Juke and Bloody Biscuits. So those are going to be two hype races back to back. Juke versus Bloody Biscuits. And then the winner of that is going to be facing Bonnaroo. So stay tuned, folks. Season 2 of the Zelda Ocarina Randomizer Tournament is not over. And it's getting good.
Yeah, as we're progressing further into the tournament, the brackets, the matches are just like these matchups are just getting more and more incredible.
Yeah, Final Four will be set as soon as we're done. We got 3 of the 4 top seeds and the 31 seed Let's Play. I think that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I compare that a lot to what we just got done here within the U.S. Recently, the March Madness college basketball tournament. Let's Play is that Cinderella story, and it's always nice to have one of those. Advancing far into the tournament. Definitely won't have an easy task playing up against what we believe to be what the hell's happened here when this is over, though.
Yep, but anyone can rando, and practice makes perfect.
Just goes to show how deep the field is. That even 31 seed can go all the way to the Final Four. He kind of shocked Juke there at the beginning and took over his 2 seed and ran through the field.
I think Juke was taking a playbook from ATZ's Season 1 play. You know, throw the first game and just coast through the loser's bracket.
That's quite the interesting strategy to take for sure.
It's risky.
Definitely risky. Also, not gonna lie, I picked Juke to win it all, and it ruined my bracket right off the bat. But I don't mind. It's fun to see some upsets happen in races.
Yeah, the name losers brackets is quite deceptive, as just to get there, you have to be pretty good.
Yeah, there are no bad players in the top 32.
Yeah, unlike other Ocarina of Time randomizer tournaments, these accessible tournaments, we do not let inexperienced racers all the way in here. You gotta play a handful of qualifier races first.
You're giving me flashbacks to my first commentary gig.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, that was you and me.
Oh man, do I want to know what happened? Sounds awful.
No, I wasn't on comms. I remember I was at work. I was like, "Yo, what is going on? We're like 30 minutes late. What the hell?"
Oh, we
And it
started
turned
like
out
an hour 15 late or something like that.
Yeah. Not. It
Oh,
turned out
jeez.
the racer didn't have an SRL account, didn't have like his emulator or OBS set up. And,
Never streamed before.
Yeah, and wasn't familiar with Ocarina of Time.
Oh no.
And he was in this glitch tournament, and it was like clear right off the bat, like, oh, okay. I forget who his opponent was. I want to say it was like JFM or
Yeah,
I think it was Mike.
No, it was JFM indeed.
JFM. Yeah, it was a pretty rough one, but we learned our lesson.
Yeah, he wound up forfeiting like an hour after we started, and we just ended up calling JFM solo. It was pretty awkward.
And then the guy kept playing, although he forfeited.
Yeah, he started a new seed, and he was just like screwing around and practicing.
Yeah, but here on Zelda Speedruns, we are top tier professionals.
Yeah. We never.
None of that
memed either.
nonsense.
We never ever memed on DSR either. Like, always.
What's a meme?
Always completely professional streams.
I really want to yell the F word at the top of my lungs right now in response to that, but it's a little early for that, probably.
Unfortunately, Bonnaroo did not take the left turn at Albuquerque, leading them to the boss key. So he's doing a little more of Water Temple than he needs to. And to answer chat, I don't remember seeing the validation rupee, no. But there was quite a bit of hiccuping and stuttering on my end, at least. What was that?
I'm
Nice
sorry,
ice trap.
Zelda froze. What the hell's happened when he got back to the temple at time?
It's a very powerful secret weapon there. Bonnaroo less than thrilled about another small key from the central pillars. I think now he knows he needs to defeat Dark Link.
Yep, and what the hell is this making the Rainbow Bridge appear? And
Yeah, it's gonna be close. He's got 10 minutes.
I think he can do it.
And Bonnaroo not very far behind him. He's raising the water level here. Has to defeat Dark Link, Morpha, and Twin Rova. I'm not sure if he's gonna stick around and complete the seed, but I imagine if he were to make that choice, he could easily sub 240 it. So yeah, great race by both Bonnaroo and What the Hell's Happened. Unfortunately for Bonnaroo, it looks like Stick and Child was the play to make. It kind of gave What the Hell an early lead, and he kind of hung on to it for the remainder of the seed.
Yeah, with as wide open as the seed was, there weren't a ton of opportunities to catch up.
Was pretty close around Jabu Jabu. Bonnaroo opted to do those Goron City and Zora's River checks. Great Dark Link fight from Bonnaroo there. And there's his boss key. Is What the Hell Happened is grabbing a quick refill on magic. Not 100% sure why, as Ganondorf will do that for him. No, not Bruno Mars, Bonnaroo.
And Ganondorf reminding what the hell's happened. Yeah, you did get the light arrows out of Mido's house, correct? Yeah, I think that was no problem in the seed.
Yeah, learn something new every day. I guess Ganondorf doesn't refill your magic. I thought he did.
Oh yeah, that's right, he doesn't actually, so that's might be why what the hell's happened. Grab the
Oh no.
That would be a pretty nice quality of life if there are any devs listening.
Yeah, what the hell's happened? I think he was trying to, when he got hit there, I think he was trying to grab the ledge, but instead he got hit and kind of fell all the way to the bottom.
Yep. Luckily has about 10 minutes padding.
I did miss the one cycle there on him. Ganondorf. I actually find that stun lock with the Master Sword harder than the Z1 stun lock. For some reason. I've never been able to really get it down on this fight.
I'm not sure if we can use what the hell's audio. If we can, I think we can get that changed. Bonnaroo has defeated Morpha as what the hell's happened is defeated the pig. At least
And,
Ganondorf.
yeah, no Cubs. What else happened did not climb down the ladder at the beginning.
So Bonnaroo probably rushing this. Knows it's got to be a close race. A little too late.
Yeah, what else are already done with Phase 1 of Ganon.
Very good Ganon fight to finish things off, or what the hell?
No. What is... Oh, I guess Bonnaroo needs a couple keys out of the Spirit Temple.
Yeah.
That's the killing blow on what the hell's screen there. Official SRL time of 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 14 seconds.
GG.
And I believe that is a new Zooter record.
No. We had one
no
seed
record.
in the tournament already that was a 207. And that was Dog.
Okay.
Scoring that one.
Still very impressive for all dungeons.
Yeah, very nice all dodges time.
And I hope we can get our racers here to join us in the future.
I just asked him.
Looks like Bono's still at it.
Yeah, he's just a handful of sword swings away from completing the seat. Chat pointing out it might be the fastest all dungeons that we've seen.
That's possible, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the fastest all dungeons I think I've seen.
I see our winner here in the chat, but not in our commentary booth.
Still trying to get both of them in for an interview.
Well, we are joined by our winner at least.
Hey, what the hell?
Oh, and he left.
And goodbye.
Probably having some microphone trouble.
He doesn't want us anymore.
Jeez.
Now that he's famous and beat Bonnaroo, he's actually too good for us to talk to us, you know?
Yeah, one step closer, taking the championship home. Maybe that was
Bono
it.
off to Twin Rova.
What the hell must have just saw Trezco in here and got scared.
Up.
Well, everyone's scared of you, Trezco. Like even ATZ. I know Glitchymon is terrified.
Oh, really? I mean, for good reason.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm sure ATZ is practicing for that seed of yours as we speak.
What the hell wasn't able to hear us, so he's maybe still working on it. Let's hope he is.
Can you hear us now?
Hello?
Hey!
Hello.
Hello.
Doesn't sound like it.
I can't hear anything.
Aw,
We can
shucks.
hear him though. Look at how way above the earth he is now. He doesn't even listen to us. He's just
Why can't
ignoring
you
us.
hear- You guys can hear me, and I can't. Oh,
Yeah, turn on the restream to hear us.
Oh, that would be awful. 5-minute delay interview.
Poor guy.
Now let's all stay silent so he can't tell if he can hear us or.
Yeah.
All right, we can talk now. He's gone.
Yay!
But Bonner finishing up Twin Rova, not the easiest fight. All right, those witches are dead. Ding dong.
So pretty good chance of sub 240.
hello?
Hey.
Hello.
Can you hear us? No.
Still not?
Yep.
What
suggest
is he doing?
Checking.
Why?
I would suggest checking the Discord settings. What the interview isn't totally dead yet. Bonnaroo has to defeat Ganondorf, and then he'll come in here for an interview.
Yeah.
Hopefully by that time, what the hell, we'll have figured out his audio issues.
Before what the hell is just pulling a prank on us and he's actually hearing us and waiting for us to like say something stupid.
April Fools was like weeks ago.
So?
Hello?
Hey!
There we go, finally. Sorry, guys.
Hey!
No worries.
See? Just as I called him out, it worked.
It worked. I heard you.
See?
Giving Bonnaroo a little bit of time to catch up and defeat the pig. But what'd you think of that, Seeds?
This is ridiculous. What the hell was that? It's like, come on. I can't believe there was Mirror Shield and Jabu and Gauntlets and Water. Like, those two dungeons, really?
Yeah, Sphere Zero Water Temple.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, moving on. I guess you're fighting Let's Clay. Any thoughts against that matchup?
I don't know. Like, I was focusing on this one so much. It was like nothing after. It's like we got to play this one, and then I don't know. So now I wasn't really, even though it was like a 50-50, everyone said, I wasn't sure I could actually win, especially in this seed. But
Yeah, so are you a racer to watch your opponent's VODs and kind of get a feel for how they route things?
yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. For like Bono, the thing is, I know he has like a really good execution. I don't think he plays
Yeah.
like I don't know exactly. I don't think he plays overly safe, but I think he plays relatively safe. So the only
Yeah.
time I thought, okay, maybe I have a shot is when I found Mirror Shield and Jabu. Then I was like, okay, I just need that one item. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go do water, and then do lake and GTG. But then it was straight up in water. So okay.
It was pretty interesting there. In the beginning, you stuck around child, whereas Bonnaroo went adult pretty quickly, and that kind of gave you an early lead.
Oh really?
Which, yeah, and you're kind of hanging on to that for a while. You cleared out Fire Temple. Bonnaroo, I think, saved that until maybe 30 minutes ago or so. But then it was kind of close when you were in Jabu. Bonnaroo was headed that way, but he decided to clear out Child Goron City, clear out the Zora's River, and
Oh.
that just kind of extended your lead and sealed the deal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe doing Zora's River after Jabu. I knew I wasn't gonna do Domain at that point, especially even after finding Mirror Shield and Jabu. I was thinking maybe I'll go down the river, but I thought it's kind of slow to then come back up with the Cuckoo. I thought maybe I'll do it as adult, like after water. So I just thought, okay, screw it. I'm just gonna rush the direction of Water Temple after that.
Yeah, you were definitely in those that dungeon mode. Clear those out, get those medallions.
Yeah, the
Yes,
one time we got a little nervous was you left a Deku scrub behind in Lost Woods because you didn't have any money, and that ended up being the first bow.
Yeah, I can't believe
Luckily, you found one in Shadow.
Yeah, some people told me on Discord after, like, that I missed the bow there. Like, of course there was a bow there. We had all those items, and of course there was another one there. But I guess it's all good. Just rush progression, and the game rewards you, I guess, in this seed.
And with that, we have been joined by Bonnaroo.
Hey, GG was a.
GG, dude.
Yeah, I can take it by that sigh. You're not entirely pleased with the way that seed went for.
Yeah, I really hate this scene. You just gonna have to rush like the dungeons, like, and GG.
Yeah, I was just telling what the hell that it was pretty close. Right around the time that you were in Goron City and clearing out Zora's River. What the hell was in Jabu Jabu? And had you not done like that area, it would have been a pretty close race.
Yeah, I was like, that's the best moment to do Goron City, Child and stuff. Like right before Jabu, because I was never going back there after Jabu, so. But yeah, when I saw the Mirror Shield in Jabu, I was so mad.
Wait.
Like, it's so unlucky.
Yeah, I can't believe the odds that to have both, like, go mode items in the smallest dungeons, like.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Yeah, I even said right before you guys went to Jabu, I said, oh, there's not going to be anything in here. And about 5 seconds later, what the hell, opened the chest of the Mirror Shield, and I'm like, well, never mind.
Yeah, you had like pretty much everything in the dungeons in this seed. Like, is there even like one item that is in the old world? Like maybe
Boomerang.
one or two, but yeah, boomerang.
I
mean, there
shot
was
in Gerudo.
yeah, that too.
Everything
Boomerang
was Deku in DC.
yeah. Boomerang was in the way of the hero area too, so it wasn't too hard to find. Yeah, I don't know.
But you're moving on. You're going to be facing the winner of Juke versus Bloody Biscuits. That's going to be an exciting race, and then the race against you, I'm sure, is going to be another good one. So good luck to you with that.
Thanks.
And of course, what the hell? Moving on, gonna face Let's Clay.
Oh, Mr. Let's Clay. The German guy.
Let's Play is gonna rush 30 skulls to get Iron Boots for Stone Dungeon. Oh, gonna be scary.
Alright, and with this we are actually done with the seed. So let's quickly change over to the interview layout for as long as we want to.
Do you have that spoiler log, Tresco?
I can check the spoiler log.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know where the other strength was.
Let me quickly
Those slingshots.
get a check for that.
Oh yeah, Slingshot was 40 skulls. Was that the first Slingshot?
We didn't see a single slingshot.
Yeah, that's what we're wondering.
So there was one on horseback archery, 1,000 points.
Oh wow, okay.
One in Decatry and one in water, and those two we found. So yeah. First,
One in
Horseback.
Decutry? I don't think so.
wait, we didn't find the one in Decatry?
The strength upgrade deck. Yeah,
I think he's talking about
the
strength.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I
which one was in the kitchen?
I was talking our strength, yeah. What you-
Okay, so the
what you-
last strength was in horseback archery.
Yeah, and what were you asking about?
Slingshots.
Slingshots.
Slingshot.
40 skulls, Gerudo Fortress rooftop chest, and light trail.
Rip.
Okay.
All right then. Does that mean like all like the well, ice cavern, and or GTG were all just completely empty?
Yeah, that's crazy. In no
Yeah, that's-
dungeon seed, like what the fuck?
And this seed had actually, by the way, only 11. Oh, actually 11 spheres. So that's more than I thought.
And I don't think all dungeons was even technically required. You didn't
Yeah.
need Saris.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, we
That's not
didn't
no
need to kill
dungeons,
Goma
but-
and King Dodongo. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, both of you, of course, grabbed that song anyway.
Alrighty, folks. So, Let's Clay on one hand, and Bonu against the winner of Juke versus Bloody Biscuit, which is really nothing you want to see either.
Yeah,
Who would
it's
you
gonna be
prefer?
tough.
Who would you prefer, Bonu?
I don't know. I don't mind, to be honest. Like, both of them are really good, so. Not sure.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good match for sure.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it as well. Alright, folks. Thanks everyone for watching. And make sure to be back in around 2 hours. Because then we'll have the NA weekly. And if you all remember, the weeklies are how everything started. So I have a big place in my heart for it, and I hope you'll be there. Again, we'll likely have all 4 new emotes at bay and live by then, so you will be able to use them. So come back in a few hours, and until then, thanks for watching. And we are raiding somebody. I want to give a big shout out beforehand to our comms, to Sea Falcon, to Bleeding Blue, and to August, and to our trackers today, to B Luigi and Q Game, and to the runners, of course. Congrats to What the Hell.
Thanks, guys.
That should be everyone involved, I hope. So many people involved, but Jesus. And who are we rating? Say something. Come on. Give me someone good. Let's rate a small streamer today. I like rating small streamers. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. And see you in a couple of hours. guys.